Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've gotten a couple requests since I have done a couple partnerships with Arteza on my Instagram account to do some sort of review of their products that's a little more in depth. Because I gave my opinions in the post that I made with those products, but it's hard to say everything you can say about a product in just an Instagram post. So I thought I would make a video using them and comparing them to, comparing their gouache set to Holbein, which is kind of considered like one of the higher up see-all end-all brands for gouache. So I'm going to start out doing some swatches. I own a set of 12 Holbein gouache paints, which I'm going to swatch really quick. And then I tried to find the 12 most comparable colors in my Arteza set, and then I'm going to do some little side-by-side paintings with both of those. So for the purpose of swatching the Holbein gouache, I put my Holbein paints in a palette like this, so I'm going to use these just to swatch, and then I'll use a combination of this palette and the actual wet tubes for the painting. I'm sorry if I'm kind of sniffly in this video, I just vacuumed and it kicked up a bunch of dust and I'm suffering. While I'm doing this, I also wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. I was kind of expecting to have like maybe 20 subscribers after posting my first video, like a very small amount, and I think I'm over 150 right now. It's crazy to me to think that that many people would actually want to sit down and watch a whole video of mine. Like, I'm used to having a decent sized audience on Instagram, but that's just like, you know, a post. It doesn't take a lot of time out of a person's day to just look at a post and like it, so it means a lot, I guess, that people are willing to look at my content for like a full duration of a video. So that's all of those swatched. I guess a few like quick differences that I would note is that these seem to go on with less streaks. Like, these look a little more textured to me. I think you can really see in this green color. I don't know how well that shows up on screen, but this just has a little more streakiness than that does. The colors in Holbein are a little bit more vibrant, but honestly it's by a very small amount. Like, I think you can tell in this like vermilion color right here. I'm doing this review from the perspective of somebody who uses the Arteza gouache more, just because there's a big price difference that I can't really justify. I'm gonna do a couple quick tests for like how different colors blend together too. We'll see if that tells us anything. Yeah, this vermilion color from Holbein is so pretty. It's just like a crazy, crazy color. Crazy vibrant. Like, I don't think I can even do what I did over here with trying to blending the yellow down, because this vermilion's just gonna eat up everything.
Hey guys, I don't know what the hell was wrong with me when I did that first blending test with Arteza and why I just decided to absolutely slap all the colors on there and not blend them together at all, but I'm gonna do a little retry of that really quick. See, that looks more normal. The lighting's terrible, but like, you get the idea, right? I don't know what I was doing that first time. Look, it blends fine. It blends like paint. I don't know, man.
So yeah, those were kind of the two tests I wanted to do. I wanted to just look at the colors side by side, and then see how the colors mixed a little bit, and then we can move on to the actual painting portion. But first, I want to talk about prices really quick, because this is the big difference between these two. Price point wise, you can get the Arteza 60-piece set for $49.99, and I believe they do free shipping in the US. I don't know. I know they also ship to the UK. I'm actually double checking the Arteza website now, so they do have free shipping in the US as well as the UK. This sounds so sponsored. It's not sponsored. I just want to make sure y'all have like the right facts. They also do have shipping to Germany and Spain, which I didn't even know. So that's nice. I couldn't find a 12-piece set, like I can with the Holbein gouache, but the closest thing was a 24 for Arteza, and that was $21.99. This is all in US dollars. I believe I bought this set originally on Amazon, but I couldn't find that again. So I just found the prices for this one off of Blick, off of their website, but you might be able to find them cheaper somewhere else if you look around a little bit. So if you're dead set on these ones, do some shopping around, because I'm not sure how these prices hold up. But the 12-piece set for Holbein is $40.29, and that's for 5 milliliter tubes. So this is the size comparison between the tubes. So this is what 5 milliliter looks like next to 12 milliliter. This is about the size of most watercolor tubes. It's very little. So that's what is in the 12-piece set. That's $40.29. If you want a 12-piece set of 15 milliliter tubes, so that's a little bit bigger than these, it is $79.95. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. And then I couldn't find a 60-piece set for Holbein to compare to this, but they do have a complete 84-piece set. Let's just guess how much that is really quick for 84 different tubes in the bigger size, 15 milliliter. Just take a guess. It's $715. It's $715 on Blick right now. I don't know who the hell would spend that much on a gouache set. That is insane to me. The next size that I thought was kind of reasonable is the 24-piece set of these. Larger tube size, 15 milliliter, and that is $180. So these are an investment. These are a big investment. Personally, I like having a lot of gouache colors. I don't like just having the basics. So for me, it's worth it to have 60 different colors for way cheaper. For the same price that you can get 12 colors in tiny little tubes of this one. It's like, I think that's worth it. But it just depends on your preferences. So, okay, let's move on to the final painting now that we've discussed that. So today, we're going to be painting anteaters. We're going to be doing this side with the Holbein gouache, the pricey boys, and this side with the Arteza. I'm not going to be using my full set of 60. I'm just going to be sticking to the same 12 and forcing myself to actually mix the colors as I go, so that it's kind of a fair comparison. The only thing that won't be Holbein in this is I am going to use some Winsor & Newton white gouache for the whites, just because I don't have enough Holbein white. It was in the same tiny tube size and it's already gone, so I bought myself a refill in Winsor & Newton. So I'll be using that. So I think I'm pretty much done with the Holbein half. There it is. Probably going to use a slightly different color palette because I wanted them to contrast a little bit. But yeah, in case you can't tell, I'm not going for like the most realistic anteaters. So I'll be right back and we'll finish this up, and then I'll give my final thoughts on how they compare and which one's more worth it and all that good stuff. Okay. So these are the finished paintings. So again, this side is the Arteza gouache, this side is the Holbein gouache. Personally, this is the set I use more, but honestly, I think they're both really good. I just personally prefer to paint with paints that aren't so expensive that I'm afraid of wasting them. I did want to mention a few cons really quick of the Arteza gouache that I thought of while I was doing this. First one being that the accuracy of the label on the tubes is pretty bad. You do have to swatch these, because if you look really quick, this crimson red is supposed to be this color. This looks like straight up brown, and this is like kind of a pinky toned red. So that's not the best, but that doesn't bother me too much. You can just swatch it. It just makes it a little bit harder to find the tube that you want when they're so different. Another thing is that the Arteza set of 60, which is the one I have, 12 of those colors are metallic. I forgot to mention that earlier. So if you don't have any use for metallic gouache, I don't really use them, but I think they're kind of cool to have. Then just keep in mind that 12 of those are going to be the metallic colors. And the third and final huge downside of these that I can think of is that you can't currently order single tubes for replacements. You can just order sets. So there's a set of 24 and the set of 60. As far as I know, those are the only two, I think, but I'm thinking that Arteza will probably add replacement tubes, refill tubes, whatever you want to call them, soon, because they recently, I think, added refill tubes for their acrylic paints, so I don't know why they wouldn't for the gouache also. I think it's just a matter of time. So I'm hoping that they do that before I run out of some of the colors I like using. I didn't really notice a huge difference while I was using them in terms of like how they behaved. These colors I think are a little bit more vibrant, but honestly I like painting with kind of dulled down tones anyway. I'm not into like super neons, so that doesn't matter so much to me. I would really recommend either of these. It's just about what price point you're at.
I just wanted to check in and say that I did make a few changes to this guy's face in post because I wasn't totally happy with it. So here is an updated look at what the finished piece looked like on both sides. I also added some metallic watercolor using the Finetec watercolor. I think they're considered watercolors. The Finetec metallic paints. So yeah.
Hope you all enjoy this little speed paint, and let me know if you want to see more like this or any other type of video that you can think of. I am totally open to suggestions. And I will see you all next time. Bye.